Hello teacher and classmate. Today I'm going to talk about the chapter 40, 41, 42, 43 and 44. It starts when Angel and his parents were talking about his plans to go to Brazil. And after that, he went to the town because he needed some money from the bank. When he was there, he saw Mercy Chan and they started to talk. She asked him about his plans to go to Brazil. And then the conversation was about the Roman Catholicism that people have there because they were at the church. And he realized that he had to do some things before to go to Brazil because he needed to go to the place where he and Tess spent their first 3 days when they get married. So because he needed to pay the rent and he needed some things that they left there. And while he was there, suddenly his Hugh appears and he said that she just wanted to visit them, but he told her that they were not living there anymore. And also he said that Tess was at her parents' house. But then they just started to talk, and he asked her how is people doing in the day. He said, and she said that it was so depressing that she left the date. Well, after that they continued talking, and he offered a ride to her house because they were living very close. And well, on the way, she told him that she was so sad since he and Tess left the dairy because it was so sad and because all the things that were happening there. After that, he told her, would you like to go with me to Brazil? And she said yes, but it would be bad and immoral in the eyes of most of people, right? Well, after that they realized about many things. That he asked her, do you love me? And she said yes, I do, but I don't love you more than Tess. She said no one could love you more than Tess, and he understood at that time. So he just left her at her house in horse, and he said, please forget this conversation. And he said, of course, but she started to cry, and she said that she could forgive her because all the mess that he created. And then she just left her at her house, and that's the same night he took a train to go to London. And after 4 days he said goodbye to his brothers because he went to Brazil. And then on the other hand, after 8 months, it was October, and we have Tess. She was very busy all the time because she spent all his summer working in a farm there. And it was called the dairy on the far side of the Blackmore. Because she said that she didn't want to depend on the money that Angel sent to her. And also she didn't want that no one realized that she was not together with Angel, especially their parents. And then after the harvest, it was a wild weather that Tess started to have many problems, and also she had problems with her house, and that she had to fix all of that, and she had problems with money. She just had the 30 pounds that Angel gave her. So she immediately gave 20 pounds to her mother. And well, she was too proud to ask for help to Angel's parents. She didn't want to ask for help. That she was focused on work all the time and stay alone. And well, uh, and it was about time for Angel too, because he had a bad fever in Brazil, and all the workers there realized that they were tricked because of the Brazilian government, because it was really about weather also. And well, then after that, Tess was on his way to a farm in the center of the country where Miriam was working. And also there was one thing, because Tess was a really beautiful woman, as you can see here, and she was so beautiful, and some young men were bothering her with compliments about her, how beautiful she was and all of that. And she didn't want that. She was like uncomfortable with that situation, that she decided to change herself ugly, and she did it. After that, that worked for her, because now when a man look her, they say, look at that ugly woman. But well, after that, she went to the farm where Miriam was working, and she was very happy to see her. Also, Miriam was really surprised because of the appearance that Tess had, because she was so beautiful, and because she was married with a gentleman. But she was so happy. And then she tried to help her, and she first worked with her on the farm at the old times. And Tess accepted. So she sent a compliment with the wife of the farmer. Also, after that, they were there and working. Also, the job consists basically of pulling turpins out of the ground. And Miriam was so happy to have Tess there, and she proposed her to write a letter to her friends, Is and Betty, and she did it. And that same afternoon, Is went to the farm. So while they were there, she was they were talking, and also Is started to make some jokes about how Angel left Tess, but she was not a bad girl, because she stopped when she saw that Tess was mad. And after that, while Tess was resting, Miriam and Eve were talking, and suddenly Miriam just said that she was really surprised, and she was shaking her head like, I wouldn't believe it. And Tess said, what happened? And the thing was that Is told Miriam about how Angel asked her to go with him to Brazil, and also she told about that to Tess, and Tess started to cry, and she was so sad. She was thinking about to write a letter for Angel, and she wanted to contact Angel's parents at the village where they were living. So she was so happy in the farm, as you can see here. But she knew that she had to look at her parents. And Sunday was the only day that she had off. So she decided to walk from the farm to the village. And while he was in the way, she just staged her boots, her walking boots in a bush. And well, the village where Angel's parents were living was called La Bucarach. And she also stayed there. When she took the door, but no one answered, because all of them were at church, and she knew that she had to wait until they get back from the church. And with that time, she realized that two men were together in the same direction as she. And she heard that they called a woman called Merchant, and she remembered that name because she was the woman that Angel was supposed to wed marry. And she was like, oh my God, thinking, you know. And and also she heard that they were talking about the Angel's marriage and all the things that that were happening to them. Also, they found the boat that she left, and they thought that the boat must have been left by a poor people. So they took the boat and gave them to a poor people. But after that, she realized that she wouldn't be there asking for help. So she wanted to go to get back to the farm. And also in the way to the village, she saw a live prayer who was giving a sermon, who was speaking and saying some things. And she was like surprised because she recognized that voice. It sounds like the voice of Alex Duberville's, and she was very surprised. So that was all for me. Thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoy, and